In this video, we're going to look at rational inequalities. And a complication occurs when we try to solve a rational inequality, when the numerator and denominator are algebraic expressions, and that's how we identify them. So we cannot be sure whether the denominator is positive or negative. So if we multiply both sides by 2x minus 5, which is the denominator here, we don't know whether to reverse the sign of the inequality. So to eliminate that, we multiply both sides by 2x minus 5 to be squared, and it eliminates the need to worry about whether the denominator is positive or negative. So we multiply both sides by 2x minus 5 to be squared. I'm just going to write it like this for now. You won't be doing this in the next one. Just to show you that we will end up with just 2x minus 5 on top. That's the left hand side multiplied by 2x minus 5 to be squared. And then no equal sign, just greater than 4 times 2x minus 5 to be squared, or 2x minus 5 by itself. Whatever you choose to do is fine. So simplifying it down, we're going to get 8x squared minus 6x minus 20x plus 15 greater than 4 times 4x squared minus 10x twice, which is minus 20x plus 25. So that's going to give me 16 x squared minus 80x plus 100. And I still have my 8x squared minus 6x minus 26x in this case plus 15 on the left. So bringing everything to the right, you can bring them across and write them underneath like this if you want, if it makes it easier for yourselves. Or you can just bring them across and simplify as you go, whatever suits. And this will have to be greater than 0. So we're going to get minus 8x squared plus 54x minus 85 is greater than 0. So multiplying by minus 1, we're going to get 8x squared minus 54x plus 85 is less than 0. So to factorize this, I'm going to start with 4x times 2x. The factors of 85 are 5 by 17. And these are both primes, so it can't be simplified any further. So there has to be a 5 and a 17. And if we put our 17 here, we're going to get 34. And our 5 here, we're going to get 20, which will give me minus 54x. So my solutions are x equal to 17 over 4 and 5 over 2. And it has to be less than 0. So we graph it exactly the same way we did the previous one. If you want to decimalize these, 17 over 4, 4.25 and 2.5. So something that comes down like this. And it's less than 0, so my solutions are in here. We can put our 2.5 and our 4.25 on. And we'd say that x has to be less than these values, 4.25 and 2.5. So this is my solution to the first rational inequality. We'll do another example and then you guys can do one. So again, it will say solve the inequality. So this time we're just going to write 2x plus 4 by x plus 1 on the left, because we know the other x plus 1s will cancel, less than 3 times x plus 1 to be squared. So 2x squared plus 2x plus 4x plus 4 less than, now you could try and simplify this in one go, but you're better off just take your time. X squared plus 2x plus 1. It won't take long to just write out the next line. 2x squared plus 6x plus 4. So you will make mistakes, like that's when I make mistakes. Try to go too quick. You think, oh, I'll just simplify this in one go, but give it time. And even then, you can still make mistakes, so it's worth checking over your work. So bring the 3x squared to the left. I'm just going to write minus x squared this time. You can see I did it a longer format the last time. We're going to have 6x, well, they're going to cancel, and we're going to end up with 4 minus 3, which is plus 1, less than 0. So x squared minus 1 greater than 0, x plus 1 by x minus 1, difference of 2 squares, greater than 0. So my sketch is between x equal to minus 1 and x equal to plus 1. So just could have been more to scale. Minus 1, 1. That's minus 1. So we are looking at greater than 0. So just color in a different pen. So we're looking at over here, my solutions, and down here, my solution. So x has to be less than minus 1 and x has to be greater than 1. So pause the video, try these two questions. Now you'll always be told x is not equal to 4 because we can't have 0 in the denominator, and the same with 5 over 3 on the other side. So that's why they're there. Okay, so on the left hand side here, we're going to have 3x minus 7 by x minus 4 less than 2 times, not equal to, read the question, less than 2 times x minus 4 squared. 3x squared minus 12x minus 7x, so you can do it a little bit quicker if you want to, minus 19x minus 7 by minus 4 is plus 28, less than 2 times x squared minus 8x plus 16. So 3x squared minus 19x plus 28 would have to be less than 2x squared minus 16x plus 32. So I'm just going to get 3x squared minus 2x squared minus 19x plus 16x and plus 28 minus 32 less than 0. So x times x has to be 4 times 1 minus 4x plus 1x less than 0. So x is minus 1 or plus 4. And my sketch looks something like this. And it's less than, so my solutions are in here. So x is between 4 and minus 1. Next one, on the left, 2x minus 6 by 3x minus 5 greater than or equal to 2 times 3x minus 5 to be squared. So we're going to get 6x squared minus 10x minus 18x minus 28x plus 30 minus 6 by minus 5 greater than or equal to, you could do, it's going to be 9x squared times 2, 18x squared. So just to show you, you can do it a little bit quicker if you want, but just be careful. So now we're going to have 3x by minus 5 twice, minus 15x twice is minus 30x by 2, minus 60x, and plus 25 by 2, plus 50. So bringing it across, we're going to get minus 12x squared, 6x minus 18x. We're going to have 60x minus 28x, which is plus 32x. And we're going to have 30 minus 50, which is minus 20, greater than or equal to 0. We can divide by, what's the highest common factor here? 2. So divide by minus 2, we're going to get 6x squared minus 16x plus 10 greater than or equal to 0. And that, or sorry, less than, I've changed the sign, less than. See, I'm trying to do more than one thing at once. And you're all screaming at me, 4 is actually the highest factor, which it was. So divide by 2 again, 3x squared minus 8x plus 5 less than or equal to 0 has to be 3x times x. So 5 by 1, they're both minuses, 5 by 1. So obviously the more practice you get, you'll see the answers to these factorizing quadratics really quickly. So x is equal to 5 over 3 or plus 1. So they're quite tightly together. We have 5 over 3, which is 1.67, and 1. I don't need the y-intercept, which will be plus 5, and mine probably should veer a little bit towards the y-axis here. So I have my 1.67. It's less than or equal to 0, so down here. So x less than or equal to 1.67 and 1.